Now let's see what is this weight is and how it works. So let's say this weight property is layout weight 1, weight 1. Now you can see on the screen that the login and sign up both are taking the equal amount of space in the horizontal linear layout. Now weight property can be used to assign the empty spaces to different views. Now if I give a weight 2 to the first login, then it is taking twice the space than the sign up, or it is taking 2 units of space and the sign up button is taking 1 unit of space, in a total of 3 units of space. If I put another button here, that button will make your screen look like this. So now login button is taking twice the screen amount and the sign up button is taking almost more than half because of the text is more than the login. It is also important, let me make it button 3. It is also important that when you are assigning weight to any component in the linear layout, if you are assigning in a horizontal linear layout, then you should make the width 0 dp. 0 dp, 0 dp. Now you can see that it is showing properly. The login is taking half of the screen and the sign up and sign up 2 other buttons are taking the other half of the screen. Otherwise it was not displaying properly. And in case you are working with a vertical view, then the height should be 0 dp. Now let's remove our second sign up button because we don't want it, and we want our screen to look like this. There is another variation in the login screen which you can be asked to make. That is that the login button is too big. It should look good, but it should not take the whole screen space. However, both of the buttons should remain in the center. Then we got another property that is called gravity. So in that scenario, we can remove the weight and we can make it wrap content. And now both of the buttons are back to their original shape. Now I want both of these buttons in the center. So how can I get these two buttons in the center? So this is the property which should be applied to the parent and not on the views. That is called gravity. Center, horizontal. Now you see both of the buttons are in the center. However, they are taking the minimum amount of space required for them to draw. Now you must be confused, what is this wrap content? Okay, so a width or height of a view can be displayed in 3 units. The first is wrap content. Wrap content means just wrap the container, just wrap the view depending upon the text in it or depending upon the data in it. So now we have a login button here and we are saying wrap content. It is taking this amount of space. If I increase the text, now as the button grows, the text in the button grows too, and that is why now the button is taking more space than the previous button. So this wrap content means that whatever amount of the text is present in it, the view should be as bigger as the amount of the text present in it. However, there is another property which is called match parent. That means you want to match the parent width or height on this view. What happens in this case, when I change the height to match parent, then the other view, which is the other button, is pushed outside the screen. So if I delete it, it will come back, the sign up button. But this view, the first button, is taking the amount this linear layout is taking, the width this linear layout is taking, that is match parent, and it will again match its parent, which is again this one. Where is the parent? Where is the width? Okay, match parent, and match parent on the top layout means the device width. Now the last thing is, the third is that you can set the size explicitly. You can set the hard-coded value here, which could be like 50 dp. Now this view will take the 50 pixels on the screen depending upon the resolution. dp means density pixel. So now this screen, no matter whatever text is present in it, it will always take 50 dp. If it is login, then it will show like this. So it is truncating the text, but it is showing in 50 dp. And if I increase it to 150, then if the text is small in it, it is again taking 150 dp. So you are hard coding the value that this view should be shown in a width of 150 dp. So this is the linear layout. Now let's talk about another layout that is called the relative layout. So let me first remove all of these views from here, and let me just change my linear layout to relative layout. Relative layout does not have the orientation property. So the basic difference between linear layout and a relative layout is the linear layout arranges its children in a row or a column, either horizontally or vertically. However, a relative layout arranges its children relative to other views. So now if I want to create the same screen in a relative layout, how would I do so? So I need one text view in the center, another text view in the center, and a checkbox in the center maybe, and then two buttons, login and sign up. So I created almost the same type of screen in relative layout. What if I want to make the same buttons like this? Well, they look pretty much in the center or the same design, but it is not. To do the same as we have done in the linear layout, you again have to use the linear layout. You will not be able to achieve the same behavior in a relative layout. Now let's look on this palette here, and let's see what do we have here. So we have linear layout, frame layout is there. We will cover all of these things later, but let's see the basic things that you can use as a starter. So plain text view is there, large text view is there. So if I drag a large text view, it looks like this. A medium text view looks like this. A small text view looks like this, and this is a normal plain text view. And we have two different types of buttons. This is a normal button and a smaller button. This button is smaller than this one. We have radio buttons. I will show you in one tutorial how to use radio buttons. Checkbox is there, image view is there. We have different type of text fields in which you can ask your user to enter data. So we have plain text, person name, so it will capitalize every word, password, which will put asterisks automatically, password numeric, email, phone, postal address, multi-line text, time, date, number, sign, or decimal. Okay, you can use different type of text views depending upon your requirement. If you want someone to enter the email as a username, then you should put the email text view in the design. and it will ease out things for you. We have different types of containers here, and we will look at them later.